Hey everyone, how's it going? Five Finger Shuffle back here with another video, and we're going to go over the patch notes really fast. I've already read them. I've kind of stopped doing these patch note videos because, quite honestly, the last few patches have been kind of boring. It's basically just been side story and a new Nat 5 banner. But there's a lot to go over in this one and a lot of things that are really important, so let's jump right into it. To start things off, Season 1 Guild War is finally starting. The schedule is going to remain the same. You can see they're changing this main screen. The only reason I bring this up is because they are mentioning the world boss, which means hopefully sometime in the next couple of weeks we will be getting that world boss. So potentially start getting your champions ready for that. This bright yellow notice is fantastic for all guild leaders, myself included. Basically, you don't have to worry about setting your guild war every single war. And for people that aren't guild leaders, you don't have to worry about your guild leaders forgetting about it, which is even better. Absolutely fantastic. That's a huge quality of life thing that I've been pleading for forever, and I'm really happy we have it because it's really annoying having to set that guild war defense every single time, especially across multiple guilds. Um, Next up, some of the bases are going to have more HP now. So you can see the stronghold is going to have. I don't really understand how this works. Um, HP of each building based on number of participants is going up, but this is the stronghold. You can only have one person in the stronghold. I don't understand why it goes up to 12 people. Um, Unless it's the amount of people in either guild, but then it's impossible to have 1 to 12. I I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. All I know is that the HP of the stronghold is increasing exponentially by about a time and a half. Well, I guess 2.5 times. Same with the defense towers. They're going up by about the same amount. And then it says tower, which, okay. And now it's going to have no HP. All right, so I don't really get what they're trying to say here. They went from these towers no longer have HP. These ones have 2.5 times. These ones have 2.5 times. I don't know what these having people in them means, but hopefully it just means that there's more HP in each one. Um, Typical translation from Smilegate. Now you see this little reward at the bottom. Instead of getting what we normally get for Guild War rewards, we're going to be getting these little armbands. So these armbands are nice because we will have a new shop that we can use them in and new stuff in the shop, which is really nice. So you can see we used to get Brave Crests, and now we get Commander's armbands. Also, additional Havoc awarded for destroying a building has been changed. So if you destroy the stronghold, instead of getting an extra 300 Havoc, you get 500. Really, this doesn't matter much because if you could destroy the stronghold, you win anyway. The ones that do matter, though, are the defense towers, which would be, I guess, the main tower on each of these. Like, you know how there's the main tower in each of these three bases? I assume that's what they mean by that. So the main one will be worth an extra 100. The regular towers, however, is going to decrease the destroy bonus from 60 points down to 50 points. So very minimal, but at least if it's a really close war, keep that in mind. Following changes have been made. So this is basically just another quality of life. It's going to tell you, it's going to be easier to see what you did. You don't have to be like, was that an offense or a defense? Very clear cut now. It tells you if it was a successful attack or defense. You still get rewards no matter what. Now also you will be getting, you can get mystics for your defense as well. It's very minimal. You only get 2 mystics for a successful defense and 1 mystic for a draw. Um, but I guess that could add up. If you get 5 or 6 wins, you get an extra 10 Mystic Summons, or not Mystic Summons, Mystic Bookmarks. So that's kind of nice. And I like this screen here telling you why you got X amount. It's kind of a nice little bonus. As I said, armbands are given. So now armbands are going to be the new currency for your guild shop. So this will include not only your Guild War results, as we saw up here, somewhere. So for a successful Guild War, you get these armbands. It looks like you're getting 30 of them for a win, or at least at that level. And then you can also get some here for donating Proof of Courage. I'm assuming that's going to be it all the way around because it says even just for participation, you're going to get some, which is nice. And then you can use them here in your new guild shop. So this is the new member shop. You can see everything is armbands now. We'll get to this Proof of Valor artifact here in a minute, but that's the only thing you have now is these armbands. If we take a look really quick at what it is currently, there we go. So currently you need these Brave Crests. They're going to become obsolete, I guess, and they're just going to change this. Currently, this is all that's in here: your Molagora, your Catalyst Chest, your Lab Compass, your Charms, and your Phantasma. We're going to leave that open because I think we have to come back here for a second. Everybody and their brothers trying. Oh Lord! Everyone and their brothers trying to read the patch notes right now. I knew I shouldn't have exited. All right, we're back in. We're back in. So we'll fire back down here. And these are the things here at the bottom that you can get from the new items that you can get. The Proof of Valor artifact, you can get 6 per account. The rare catalyst chest, the epic catalyst chest. So those are gonna be two separate things. The epic is gonna be 150 armbands, but the rare is gonna be relatively cheap. But you can only get 2 epics now, and you can get 6 rares. I don't know if it's worth getting the rares. We'll have to see like how many of these we get as to whether or not it's worth it. I guess if you have the extra stones, but you will be able to get a gold transmit stone every month, which is really nice. I mean, you're basically getting an extra 2 ML summons a year, which I know isn't a ton, but it will help you get that ML summon faster anyway. All right, so this is kind of a big thing. The Proof of Valor, I'm sure some people are going to kind of brush over this, but if you play a lot of PvP, or I guess this could also be used in a lot of instances where you're having a hard time surviving. Proof of Valor decreases damage taken by 15% at level 1. Effect decreases by 1.5% with each attack suffered, down to a minimum of 7.5%. Only the strongest damage reduction effect is applied. This artifact can only be applied to one hero within a party. So basically you could, if you max this out, this jumps up to 30%, decreasing at a rate of 3% per attack. You can reduce incoming damage by 30% on a unit, which is enormous. You could put this on defense. You could put this, say you're running a really tanky comp in Abyss or in the new TOA, any of that kind of stuff. You could put, say you're running Angelica, a tank with Tamarin and 1 damage dealer, and your damage dealer keeps dying, you could put this on your damage dealer, and it would help keep your damage dealer alive, especially if you don't have Aureus. This would be really nice. Now, keep in mind this won't stack with Aureus. It will act separately, only counting the strongest damage reduction effect, so you'll have to kind of play with it and see which one you want. Even if you have Aureus, though, this would start off stronger and then decrease over time, and Aureus would take over. hopefully. Hopefully it works properly. Next up, are getting 2 new stages. These are the new optional stages. So this is going to be 1S and 2S. Here, 1S, Purpurian Temple, and 2S, Scorn Land. Basically, what this means is that we're getting 2 more Molligoras and a couple of crystals, or Sky Stones, I mean. The Sky Stones will be nice. If you remember when they introduced the first 2, we ended up getting almost 1,000 crystals from it, because so here there's 30, and here there's 39 stars to be earned, so you're at 69 stars, which would be times 10, would be 690. Yeah, so about 1,000 Sky Stones you're going to end up getting, because you get 15 per floor. Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. Wait. 10. I did that math way wrong. So 69 would be 23 times 15, so 233, 45 plus 100 in each, 450. So maybe like 600 crystals in each. But you also get a couple summons. You also get a couple Molligoras. According to this thing, there's no Breath of Orbis. I'm hoping that they just didn't include that on the diagram. It starts there and then disappears after you buy it. Quite possible that for these sides, the optional stages, that they might not have Breath of Orbis. But at least we're going to be getting Sky Stones and Molligora, which is really nice. And well, here's if you want to look at this stuff, you can. This is the things you can buy. Speaking of Molligoras, though, we are finally getting that Molligora refund that they were talking about. The cost has been reduced by 12 to 18%, which means we will be getting a Molligora refund in our inventory, which is amazing. Keep in mind, this one won't be as big as the last one, but not only are we getting the refund, but everything is going to be cheaper moving forward, which is going to be really nice. Basically means we can probably Mola somebody for free, and everything moving forward is just going to be that little bit easier. I know for myself, I have so many units built, it would be really nice to be able to get more of them skilled up. So in some other basic fixes, like the UI on your inventory is going to be a lot better. So instead of having like a whole bunch of these charms listed across, it'll have like you have 2 of these instead of just showing them all. Same thing in this menu here. They're going to show you have 2 weapon charms instead of like listing them one at a time all the way down. Just make things a lot easier. Also, they changed the summon animations and the settings for the summons. So you can skip certain animations if you want to on your summons to make your summons faster. You can turn on and off the music. If you want to say you're doing like a huge summon session, you can greatly decrease the amount of time that's going to take, which will be really nice. So you can skip animations. There's also going to be an animation for new artifacts, so it'll be interesting to see, or animation for 5-star artifacts, so it'll be interesting to see how that's going to be. Also, your guild buffs, they've made a little quality of life improvement that you can now buy your guild buffs for 12 hours instead of 8 hours. The cost will go up a little bit, but the increase is exponential to the duration, so that's fine. It'll be nice just to have to only worry about popping those every 12 hours instead of having to do it 3 times a day. You only have to do it twice. Also, the things that you can get from the guild supply chests have been made much better. Before, you could get Skystones, Brave Crests, and Stigma. Now, you can still get the Skystones and the Brave Crests, but instead of Stigma, they're going to be replaced by Mystic Metals. So, huge improvement there. Because it was a huge bummer when you got Stigma from your guild chest, and you know somebody else got 100 Skystones and you got 100 Stigma. So that's nice. Also, energy has been added to the captain shop. So now you can buy this chest once a week. If you've already bought it, you can use any excess to buy energy for the guild up to once per day, which is really nice. I don't know who's going to be able to do that. But if you happen to have a bunch of these saved up, then you're good to go. But you can only get this once per week. So maybe if you're in a guild and you have like a couple thousand of these things saved up because you've just been not wanting to buy the chests, you might want to buy all those chests now because you're only going to be able to buy these at a rate once per week moving forward. Otherwise, there's been a couple changes to the Automaton Tower. I'm just going to call that TOA moving forward, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a couple of fixes to 91, 98, and 99. It doesn't sound like anything crazy drastic has been changed. There's a lot of changes to 99. If you guys want to read that, feel free. I'm not overly concerned about it. Otherwise, most of this stuff is just UI and quality of life improvements. Like they added the date for the arena season in the shop and stuff like that. But for the most part, that's going to be it. We will be streaming this patch as soon as it goes live, so make sure you guys jump on to Twitch to catch the stream. It'll be twitch.tv/fivefingershuffle. I hope this video helped you. I hope this video helped you guys out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.